Have you ever wondered why some people achieve everything they dream of, while most of us struggle just to get by? Why do a few rise to greatness, while the majority stay stuck in the same place year after year? The answer isn't luck, and it isn't always talent. The real difference lies in something far deeper, and it begins in the mind. Napoleon Hill once said, "What you think about, you become." But if that is true, why do so many people never reach their potential? Why do so many dreams quietly fade away, never seeing the light of reality? Today I want to tell you a story that may finally explain the reason, and it might change the way you see yourself forever. In a small town, there lived a young man named Armin. He had dreams that stretched far beyond his reality. He wanted to start his own business, travel the world, and leave a lasting impact on people's lives. But each day, he followed the same routine. He worked in a tiny shop, earned just enough to survive, and returned home exhausted. Life was safe and predictable, but it also felt empty, like a life half-lived. One afternoon, as Armin walked through the town square, he noticed a crowd gathered around a man speaking passionately. Curious, Armin pushed through and joined them. The speaker, a local entrepreneur, shared his story of rising from poverty to running a business that employed hundreds. But it wasn't his wealth or fame that caught Armin's attention. It was the lesson in his words. The man said, "Most people fail, not because they lack talent, but because they never believe in their own potential. They settle for comfort instead of growth." Those words struck Armin deeply that night. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, he asked himself, "Do I really believe in myself? Have I ever truly tried to push beyond my comfort zone?" For the first time, he realized how many opportunities he had ignored, paralyzed by fear, doubt, and laziness. The next morning, Armin made a decision. He would no longer drift through life without purpose. Instead of going to work, he went to the town library and immersed himself in books about entrepreneurship, personal growth, and the habits of successful people. He read stories of people who had failed multiple times before finally achieving greatness. He learned that failure wasn't the opposite of success. It was a necessary step toward it. Slowly, a realization dawned on him. Most people never reach their potential because they are afraid of failing, afraid of being judged, and afraid of stepping into the unknown. A few days later, Armin met his friend Samir, who had started a small food delivery business. Samir openly shared the challenges he faced: long hours, tough competition, and constant uncertainty. But also the rewards: independence, growth, and the satisfaction of seeing his ideas succeed. Armin noticed something crucial. While he had hesitated for years, Samir had acted despite fear. He had dared to believe in himself and take action. That day, Armin discovered a fundamental truth. Belief without action is useless, and action without belief is wasted effort. To unlock potential, you need both. The very next day, Armin decided to start small. He began selling handmade candles online, something he had loved since childhood, but had never tried seriously. Initially, sales were slow, and doubts crept in. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'll fail like everyone else, he thought. But he remembered the lesson from the town square. Comfort kills potential. Every small step mattered, and every failure was a lesson. Weeks passed, and Armand's business slowly began to take shape. He learned marketing, customer service, and time management. But more importantly, he discovered something that most people never do. He discovered his own capabilities. Each challenge he overcame, each new skill he acquired, made him realize that his potential was far greater than he had imagined. However, the journey was far from smooth. A shipment of candles was lost. A customer left a harsh review. Days came when Armand felt like quitting. One particularly tough night, he reflected on why so many people never reach their potential. Then it hit him. Most people give up too soon. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or for life to be easy. True potential is unlocked through persistence, patience, and the courage to move forward, even when the path is uncertain. Armand realized there were three main reasons most people never reach their true potential. The first was fear of failure. Many people never even start because they are afraid to fail. They see failure as proof that they are not good enough, rather than seeing it as a lesson to grow. Every great success story involves failure, often repeatedly. Without trying, you can never know what you are truly capable of. The second reason was limiting beliefs. People often underestimate themselves. They tell themselves they are not smart enough, talented enough, or lucky enough. These beliefs act like invisible chains, holding them back from taking risks and exploring their abilities. The third reason was comfort and routine. Life gets comfortable, and comfort kills ambition. People stick to routines because they feel safe, even if those routines keep them from growing. To unlock potential, you must step into discomfort, embrace challenges, and dare to be different. Armand took these lessons seriously. Instead of seeing setbacks as obstacles, he treated them as opportunities to learn. He invested time in developing new skills: digital marketing, photography, and customer service. He sought mentors, observed successful entrepreneurs, and applied their lessons. Slowly, his mindset shifted. He began seeing problems as challenges to overcome, not reasons to quit. He started viewing himself as capable, resourceful, and determined. Months later, Armand's small candle business had transformed. He was no longer just someone selling candles online. He had built a brand, a loyal customer base, and even a small team to help him, but more importantly, he had changed himself. He had tapped into his potential because he believed in it, acted on it, and refused to let fear or comfort dictate his life. One day, a young man approached him at the market, looking uncertain and hesitant. He reminded Armand of himself months ago. The young man asked, "How did you do it? How did you become successful?" Armand smiled and replied, "Most people never reach their potential because they never start. They wait, doubt, and fear. Potential is inside you. It only grows when you act on it. Start small, fail, learn, and keep going. That's how you unlock the greatness within you." Armand's story teaches a timeless truth. Your potential is limited only by your belief in yourself and the actions you take. If you see yourself as small, you will remain small. But if you recognize your inner potential, dare to take action, and persist through challenges, you can achieve greatness. So, if you feel stuck, remember this: success isn't reserved for the lucky or naturally talented. It is for those who refuse to settle, who push beyond comfort, and who believe in themselves. Your thoughts, actions, and mindset create the life you live. Start seeing yourself as strong, capable, and unstoppable. Take small steps toward your dreams today and never underestimate what you can achieve. Life is shaped by how we see ourselves. If you believe you are small, you will remain small. But if you recognize your inner potential and act on it, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your future is waiting. Will you reach for it, or will you stay in the shadows of doubt and fear? If this story inspired you, give it a thumbs up, comment below with what lesson you learned, and share it to motivate others. Remember, your potential is already inside you. It's up to you to unleash it. See you in the next story.